All right, everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. Black Friday is just around the corner, and we know a lot of you are probably itching to hit the trails, right? So today, we are tackling some awesome Amazon deals to help you snag that dream mountain bike without totally emptying your wallet. We're taking a look at a Deal Finder podcast episode that zoomed in on Amazon's Black Friday mountain bike sales. We're talking prices, we're talking specific models, even links so you can just click and buy. But before we get lost in a sea of deals, let's quickly break down the main types of mountain bikes you're going to see. You've got your e-bikes, your full suspension bikes, and your hardtails.
Each one's a whole different riding experience. E-bikes, for instance. People think they're all about taking it easy, but they're really changing the game. Conquering tough hills, keeping up on longer rides, even making your commute fun.
Yeah, like suddenly those hills don't seem so daunting.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Now, full suspension, those are for when you want to get a little more rugged. They're built for comfort and control on rough terrain, soaking up all those bumps and jumps.
makes sense. And then there's hardtails.
All about efficiency and responsiveness, which makes them awesome for climbing and tackling technical sections.
Okay, so let's get into some actual bikes, starting with the Viva electric mountain bike. This one's turning heads at just $999, and what's really impressive is the 750-watt motor.
Imagine just cruising up those steep inclines. That's the power we're talking about here. This VEFA could be a game changer if you're facing a lot of hills or want that extra oomph to go further.
Absolutely. Plus, this Vifa has those wider tires that seem to be everywhere these days. Those aren't just for show, are they?
Nope, they offer way better grip and stability, which is especially crucial on loose or uneven trails.
So it's not just about the motor, it's about handling the terrain, too.
Exactly. And, this whole e-bike thing, it's really interesting to see how it's opening up cycling to a wider range of people. It's not just for the super athletic anymore.
Right. So many more people can enjoy it now.
Exactly. Whether you're recovering from an injury, new to cycling, or just want those longer rides to feel more achievable, e-bikes like this VEFA are breaking down barriers.
I love that. All right, so we've talked about e-bikes, but what about those of us who are, shall we say, a little more budget conscious? Well, say hello to the Wayleg Sea mountain bike. This one comes in at a wallet-friendly $169.99 preteen. Now, you won't find a full suspension bike at this price very often. It's made to handle those bumps and give you a smoother ride, especially if you're venturing off the beaten path.
Yeah, it's a steal if you're just starting out and don't want to commit a ton of money,
Right.
especially if you're sticking to more casual trails. But, and this is important, you usually get what you pay for.
Meaning,
Well, with bikes, like with most things, quality comes at a price. So if you're planning on really pushing the limits and tackling tougher terrain, you might want to consider something a bit more heavy-duty with higher quality components that can withstand the wear and tear.
that makes total sense. You got to factor in the kind of riding you'll be doing.
Right. If it's mostly cruising around the park or neighborhood, the WC is probably perfect. But if you're hitting rough trails, you want something more robust.
Okay, so we've covered some awesome bikes for beginners and those on a budget. But what if you're ready for something a little more, I don't know, hardcore? Like you want to hit those trails and not worry about your bike falling apart?
Right. And that's where those components, especially the shifters, become super important.
Oh, yeah, the shifters. I'll admit, those always kind of confused me.
Basically, they're what you use to change gears. And trust me,
Yeah.
good shifters can make or break your ride.
So, like, smooth shifting versus clunky shifting?
Exactly. And one of the bikes on our list, the Mongoose Flatrock, it's got Shimano shifters. Shimano's a
Yeah.
big deal in the cycling world. They're known for making really reliable, smooth shifting components.
So it's kind of like the difference between, I don't know, a good pair of running shoes versus just any old sneakers. Might not seem like a big deal, but once you've experienced it.
Total game changer.
For sure. So this Mongoose Flatrock, it's a hardtail, comes in at $309,999, and it's designed to handle those climbs and descents, right? With 21 speeds and a tough aluminum frame.
Yep. And like we talked about earlier, Mongoose has a good reputation. They make solid bikes, especially for the price. So if you're not looking to spend a fortune but still want a bike from a brand you can trust, the Mongoose Flatrock is definitely worth checking out.
Awesome. Now let's talk Huffy. I feel like everyone remembers their first Huffy.
Classics.
Total classic. And they're still going strong. They've got this Stone mountain bike, comes in at $229.99. Great for beginners or just casual riding. And they have sizes for the whole family.
Love that they're making bikes accessible to everyone. Like we said, finding the right fit is huge EE for comfort and control, and it's awesome that Huffy gets that. Now, the Stone Mountain, it's probably not going to hold up on super intense trails,
Right.
but for leisurely rides and bike paths, it's perfect.
Makes sense. Okay, last but not least, we've got the Schwinn High Timber mountain bike. This one's normally $499.99, but it's getting a nice little price drop to $376.22 for Black Friday. Schwinn, another brand with a long history, known for quality.
And they're marketing this high timber as super versatile. Good for paved roads, A&D off-road trails.
Okay, so like a hybrid kind of deal.
Kinda, yeah. But whenever you see that versatile claim, you got to do your homework. Look closely at the suspension, the gear range, all of that. That's what'll tell you if it really lives up to the hype.
Good point. You don't want to be stuck with a bike that's only good for one type of riding when you thought you were getting two for one.
Wow, we covered a lot of bikes today, from like entry-level stuff to bikes for seasoned riders.
And it's like we always say, a mountain bike, it's really an investment
Yeah,
in your health, in adventure, in connecting with nature.
I love that. So as we head into Black Friday, I'm super curious. Which of these bikes stood out to you? What features are you prioritizing?
Yeah, tell us in the comments.
For sure. Let us know what you're thinking.
And remember, it's not just about getting a good deal. It's about finding that perfect bike that'll make you excited to get out on those trails. Do your research, read those reviews, and most importantly, choose the bike that speaks to you. Happy riding, everyone.